Okay, we're just going to finish this off quickly because I want to throw the box in the recycling bin. Uh, Even though I missed putting the recycling out this morning, so my bin is chock-a-block full anyhow. And it's 2 weeks to the next time I can check it out. It's my silly fault. I didn't want to put it out last night because it was windy. So we'll just take these bits out. This is kind of cool because you've got the little remote control. But anyway, we've got to finish this one. Maybe I should just do this on the on the thing. We'll do it like so. We're doing because I haven't got enough room. So we're doing this one. This hasn't actually made it any better because now it's sitting on my lap. The thing is, yeah, I didn't put the recycling out. Because the thing is, they always pick it up really early in the morning, and it's kind of annoying. Like it's just too early in the morning. Because I don't like putting it out at night when it's like a windy, stormy night because it just gets blown all over the place. And it's like, well, I'm a bit tired of all that. This is like a 2-stud. This is a 3-stud long thing with 2 studs on the top. No, it's a 4-stud long thing with. How long is this? No, it's a 3-stud length thing. So I don't know if I've had many of these before, but yeah. So in the end, I thought, well, I'll just do it in the morning. And come the morning, I didn't get up early enough. So the rubbish goes out at like 6:30 p.m. or 6 p.m. or something. And I used to get up there early, but I don't anymore. And the recycling used to go out like a bit later on, but they've decided I think they do it by like 7 or something. And I actually complained. I said it's too early in the morning. For one thing, it says that the rubbish is collected. I'm going to rant and rave about this. After 7 a.m. and it's like, no, you collect it. They collect it like earlier. It's just my street is like the first thing that they do, and that's partly the problem. If they didn't do my street, so there's a piece missing here, isn't there? What has happened? How could I lose a single piece? I have. It goes on the little picture. Oh no, it's the steering wheel. Right. Okay. It's the steering wheel. That one goes there. That one goes there. I feel like we have to actually put a character on this to see how it looks. That goes there, and we've got to get the blades the correct way around. And I'm not entirely sure. I think I put them the wrong way around. It should go with a curvy bit forward. Yes, that's correct. And this curvy bit goes there. So we've done it, and so this is actually a really good way of getting a lot of ice skates. So they've been quite clever here. So that was well worth it, and she fits there, and away she goes. So that was number 23. Now we have to do the next number after 23 is 15. I do math, and yeah. So me wanting to put this box in the recycling bin is actually kind of going to be a bit amusing. But I figured I read this thing about not crushing cans because people when they're sorting it makes it harder. And so I haven't been crushing my cans. So just stuff it. I'm going to go take out all my cans and crush them again. I'm sure it will fit. But. Like I missed putting the recycling out 2 weeks ago, and it's like, well, you better do it next fortnight, or you're going to be in trouble. And 2 weeks later, whoops, did it again. So, but we do have a cute little cat. I don't know if that's exactly. This is like a kitten-sized cat. Like it's smaller than the other cats I've had. So this is definitely the best $2 I've ever spent. I think. I'm really, really chuffed with this. I don't know if I would have been chuffed paying that money. Like I think having the little characters is cute, but it would have been nice. I don't know, maybe. I mean, maybe not. Maybe because you don't normally get you get like I've got a lot of full size characters. So is this pancakes? I feel like this kitten is eating a lot of pancakes. I've got enough full size characters, so maybe it is kind of cool to get. Are they going to do the same thing next year though, or it's just a one-off? I still have a Harry Potter and a Star Wars thing to do. Maybe I'll do that. At the end of the year. So I might do it in July because it's cold in July. It's cold today. I've just turned off the heater because I didn't want the sound. But there we go. I'm going to yawn. Now we're going to do the next one. Seriously this time, number 16. Well, there's lots of spare pieces sitting in the boxes you can't see. This one is kind of fun. What is this one? It's... I don't actually know what... Well, we have to build it first because I don't really understand what it's supposed to be. That one goes there, and this one goes there. So the big thing at the moment is that people are talking about is this whole Google whatchamacallit employee who's published this thing saying that they think their AI is sentient. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's sentient. And I read the conversation, and I just saw that they put him on indefinite leave because he broke confidentiality agreements, possibly, and not because, like, I mean, my thing would have been that he's just not cool to talk about, like, to give false impressions of things. But I mean, personally, I don't think that is evidence of sentience. But I think a lot of people I know think, oh my gosh, it's a very impressive conversation. If you haven't read it, you should read it. It's kind of like, whoa, that's amazing. But I don't think it. I think it's it's learned to make conversations very well. It's a very hard thing to distinguish here, but it's making the conversation you would expect it to make if you were having a conversation with a sentient computer, but it's not sentient. It's a very well trained model for making conversations by looking at thousands and billions of text documents. So it's saying what you think it should say. I think, personally, I don't see how it could be sentient. But then, of course, people have to say, well, what do you mean by sentient? I'm probably talking more about consciousness. Like, I mean, it's interesting because it sort of showed. It kind of reminds me, like, I think when the first AI people started using computers and they started investigating AI things, and they were all like, oh my gosh, suddenly we built a machine that can do, you can solve differential equations or something. And it's like, well, we thought only humans could solve that. And so there was this kind of feeling that those were the things that, I'm playing chess, that those were the things that made humans what they were, is that they could do these complicated things like doing differential equations. Not differential equations, but just calculus in general. And it's like, well, no, maybe that's not really what makes intelligence. Like, it turned out it was the things like, identifying pictures and things like this, and listening to people talk, which we've got a lot better at. Computers are way better at doing than they ever used to be. But then it's kind of like, well, maybe having a conversation isn't quite the thing that makes us human, or makes us intelligent. That you can actually have a pretty good fake conversation. It's very hard to kind of... So what did I just do? I just did this one. This is bag number 20, so I just got too excited by that. But I did actually do a master's thesis in machine learning, so I have a very minor background in this, which was involving neural networks. So I understand relatively some, I have some understanding of what the algorithms are actually doing. But I feel like some people I know, they're kind of annoyed that I don't think that this is what they want it to be. But I don't actually understand what this is. It's like a snow thing with a thing next to it, and then that goes. This is some kind of, I guess this is like a thing you're pushing along. But why would they be standing on it? I don't understand. I think this thing here confuses. This is, I know what it is. They're gonna. I got it. She's gonna sit here. You can't see this, and she's gonna go down the snow. She went down the snow. It's a snow sled thing that goes down. They're all snow sled things. I guess this is an ice sled because it's got the ice thing on it, and this is a snow one. I almost hiccuped. So what was in the book? We didn't say the book. The book actually says Once Upon a Time, so I kind of rushed over that because I got so excited. which is kind of neat. And this is a chair. So you sit down and you read a book because it's cold in winter and all of that. It is cold in winter where I am, so I feel like I should be reading. I am actually reading more books. Though I had a book from the library and I have no idea where I put it, which is a shame. Right, and I was gonna order another book from the library. I've got to do that. Anyway, now I forgot to do the little thing again. That was number 2020, and this is number 22, which is the year that we live in, always and forever. So now, this is like one of the ones I commented on yesterday as being quite elaborate indeed. Maybe it's not as elaborate as it looks. We'll find out in this installment of making this thing. That goes there, and that goes there. And so I don't know if I've ever had this. I don't even know what to call it. I was going to say chalice, but chalice is not this. Chalice is like a cup thing. It's not a chandelier. It's probably got some kind of French name that starts with CH, but isn't one of those things. That's probably why I want to say CH something or other. But I don't know. Again, I wouldn't have candles in my house. So just no. I was supposed to. I don't know. I don't know if I've made a wise choice. You see, so I have these smoke detectors, and I've got like 4 at the moment, and I want to put a couple more downstairs. But I have one brand, and when I got them, they started like playing up soon after I put them in. But only in the one that was in my bedroom. And the one that hasn't been in the bedroom has been going fine for years, as I think it has, but then I realized it might be a different brand and I might have got it confused. So anyway, I put the one that was playing up, I put a battery back in it, because the one that wasn't playing up, that was in another room, I changed the battery on, true story. And then I thought, you know what, and I got like some 9-volt batteries, and I thought, well, I'm going to chuck one in, the one that was playing up, and now I put it back in my room. And it's like, what if it starts playing up when I'm not home and I don't realize, and it's been making alarm sounds all day long, and the neighbours think that there's a fire and they call the fire department. And what if it wakes me up in the middle of the night? I'm going to be so annoyed. So I really am, walking on eggshells here. I'm like, that's probably the wrong saying. I really am living on the edge. It's kind of like, it's pretty intense around here. So could be pretty crazy at some point when the alarm goes off and I'm like, that was a dumb idea. Because I've got a pile of different brands of. I was just been buying up smoke detectors all the time, and so I could have just used another one, but then I had to put like a new bracket thing on the roof. It was like, wow, do that tomorrow. I'll have a smoke alarm day, which is not the thing you really want to have, but. And I've got quite a few fire extinguishers, but I feel like buying another one just for the back door. There is one near the back door, and there's one upstairs, and then there's a big one by the front door. But I kind of feel like I should have 2 big ones downstairs and some small. I don't know. Anyway, let's just move that on. So that was quite fun. That was not as expensive as I thought, but it's still quite chunky. It just felt chunky in the bag. And we're actually down to the last 2. I am speaking of living on the edge, I didn't actually charge the camera up. So, and it used to, here we go, we're going to do this one. I broke the thing. The camera might just stop automatically. Because it used to do an hour's worth of recording at least. And I didn't quite do 30 minutes yesterday. So it should have enough charge in it to finish this. This one looks so complicated. Gosh, look at this. Okay, this one is amazing. I don't even know how to make this thing. I think, okay, what you have to do is you have to put that one on like this, and you have to put this one on here, and that one just goes plonk there. So these are some strange wind-up robot things. Which is neat, I guess. I'm finding it bizarre, but we're going to... It's got a heart on the front. Of course it has. And then there's got to be another piece on the top, which I think is that one. And these things, they go there. So I think this is kind of like freaky because there's obviously a lot of spare pieces because it's just all over the show, small pieces. So it looks like this is a lot more complicated than it is. And now we've got this. Like seriously, you just have one black one, and so you get a spare for that, and then you get one blue one, so you get a spare for that. But there's two blue ones, so there must there's three blue ones, so we must use that. That's a blue. It's not black. It doesn't look like it, but it's actually dark blue. And that's a red one, and this one's got little claws on it. And this one, I wonder if it's going to have conversations about its dreaming and meditating and its emotions. So that goes, I don't know which way around it goes. It goes this way. Okay. And they have a star for a face. And I missed a yellow. Oh my gosh. Why are there three yellow pieces? They must be from a previous one. Oh, there's another yellow. Oh my gosh. I'm getting confused. Because there's only one use of it, but there's actually two here. There's actually three, so there's two spares. Something has gone wrong. And that one's that one. So we've made these two rather funky looking robots with the heart slightly out of place. And you get an absolute, well, if you've got this thing, it's got a little wind up bit on the back. So you get a lot, an awful lot of spares from that set. That was a good one. So now we are down to the very last one, which is day number 24. I have actually left the 24 to the last. So this is 24, and it is turning it over. It is this thing, which is also, this is definitely a chunky one. Look at this. This is really a lot of pieces. And you get like a bear. So, I mean, you wouldn't get this kind of stuff in the Harry Potter one. That's guaranteed. That's written in blood on a stone or something. And I don't know. Here we go. And now we have to guess what we have to do because it's kind of confusing to see. But then you can see the white. Maybe this goes underneath it like that. I don't think it does. Oh, I see. Okay, I've got it. So that one goes there. That goes on the top. I'm getting kind of worried about this camera. I don't know how good these batteries are. Well, we're stress testing it, and I'm definitely stressed about it. And then that one goes there. And then we've got to get an orange and this one. So we're making a present with a clever little bow, actually. That's quite a neat little way of making a bow. We're going to use a blue flower. And that can go there. And then we have a bear. It's a teddy bear, and they're going to go there. I'm just doing this in a completely random order. I like the good thing about these. You've got the freedom to do what you want. You're not having to be forced to put things together like those evil little books, instruction booklets tell you to do. How dare they tell me what to do with my life? I'm going to do them so that they're opposite on each side. So it goes green, but on this side it's pink. I don't know if that actually makes it actually looks the same if you turn it around that way. It's always that way. So that's all right. Now we have to quickly, and this is not just a simple block. This is an actual piece. Weirdly, with a red thing with a dot with a single stud in the middle, so you can spin the base around. I don't know if that's a useful thing, but that's what they've gone with. And then we have a flower on the top, and that's going to go on the thing, and then we're going to do, oh my gosh, they certainly give you all of the skate pieces. Like, you're never going to run out from this. So I feel like these skate pieces are going to end up in the pick-a-brick bin at some point. There's just going to be thousands of them. I cannot, I if they were in the pick-a-brick bin, I'd probably get hundreds of these, and I'd have no idea what I would ever do with them. But I wouldn't be able to stop myself. I'd be like, oh my gosh, so many skating pieces, skatey blade things. And done. Oh wait, there's something. Wait, we get a present, and it's this little diamond thing, which is, I don't know if I've ever actually had one of those. But we get 2 of them, so joke's on you guys. Oh, I get it. That red bit's not actually part of the present. It's just the base, so you're meant to actually pop it off. That makes a little bit more sense. So you can't actually put both the diamonds in there. Or maybe you can, but there's like some weird packing problem thing. Anyway, we'll just put 1 diamond in, and then we'll put that back on there, and then we've done it. And we can now take these away. And somehow I have to get all of the pieces that are in here out, because there's quite a few. I don't know if this is the best way of doing it, but we'll find out in a second. Look at that, there's now way more pieces. Hey, I think I've got them all out. That went way better than I thought. So let's put this all together. What have we got? We've got these guys and these guys and these guys and bones and things like this. We have to put them all together just to see what I got for $2. I think this came with it, and that probably came with it, and that came with it, and this came with it, and this little thing here came with it, and this thing came with it, and this thing came with it, and all of these, and these characters, and this thing, and we've got all of the little mini people, micro peoples, and we've got this thing, which is, I think, probably I like that. This is pretty cool. And that with the like, I don't know, why is that Christmassy, like an oven? Like, I suppose you could just just chuck it in an oven, you know. Next year we'll have a fridge. Nothing says Christmas like fridge. Well, when you live in the southern hemisphere, that's definitely the case, because it's the only way you get to feel like there's any snow or anything. And then this goes here. I don't know. Oh, that's her helmet. And so we've got these ones and these ones, and more of those, and more of those, and more of those, and more of those, and more of those. And there's a few more. And there's this and this. And don't forget, though, I kind of feel like there should have been a spare one of those, because you're gonna lose that thing.